Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, The Lost Chevalier, and you're welcome to Second Circle. Let's continue the game. We were here. Sounds great, Cerberus. So we have already dated Cerberus. So now we will go with Malina. She's super bad. She's super mad at us. But I think we can make this work. I think. I hope we can make this work. Is everything recorded correctly? Yes. Okay, full screen. Your mental state is not the best it's ever been. The stress of trying to find time for all the girls while also keeping a watchful eye out for the dethroned Lords of Hell is taking its toll, fraying your already stretched nerves to their bare ends, frying. What you'd really like to do is take a vacation. Get someplace far, far away, preferably to an island resort with unlimited mimosas. Unfortunately, the talk of trying to get all 9 girls to airport security without causing a scene proves too much of a hurdle for you to clear, for now at any rate. Fortunately, in the meantime, you have alcohol, a stalwart of undependable, if rather addictive, way to numb out the world around you, rendering the clawing worries into nothing more than a dull sense of existential dread. A dependable way that is, until now. You are standing in front of what was once your bar cabinet, stretched thin ever since Malina moved into the house. Your overworked liquor cabinet appears to have finally given up the ghost. Your small reserve on the top shelf booze has been thoroughly plundered. The only object remaining is a half-empty bottle of martini olives rolling forlornly at the far end of the oak chamber. Well, that can't be good. With Cesarada and the other demons do partake in alcohol from time to time, there is really only one demon capable of clearing out the cabinet in such a short amount of time. One which coincidentally has been suspiciously absent from day-to-day activity. I wonder if Malina was the one who cleaned up my supply of booze. Ever since her embarrassment during your last date, Malina has remained leisurely in her room, not even coming out for the communal movie night. This is bad. Her persistent lack of communication with the rest of the house is starting to weigh on you. Making a meltdown note to restock the cabinet soon, you decide to head upstairs to see if she's willing to talk with you today. You make your way up to the door of the attic, but silence is the only thing that answers your inquisitive knocking. Undoubted, you call up to ladder of the ladder, hoping your voice will garner what attention your knocking cannot. Malina, are you doing okay up there? No answer. You try again. Everyone wants to see you again. Why don't you come and eat dinner with us tonight? The silence hung like an obese fruit bat in the wake of your knocking. Well, if you change your mind, we'd love to have you join us. You pause for a moment, then add, I do love to have you there. Oh my god! The trapdoor creaks open and a thick, slobbering voice comes trickling down the stairs. No, and stop bothering me, take care. I'm too hungover for this sort of thing. Before you can finish your thought, the trapdoor drops back into place with a dusty boom. Drowned by the noise, one of Cerberus' head poke around the corner, quickly joining by the second and third. It's no use when she's like this, you know? I take this is the first time tantrum she's thrown. It's useless to try to squeeze a normal interaction out of her when she's on one of her legendary binges, and we haven't seen her this upset since that one time Cedrada used her limited edition console as an ashtray. How long did she sulk for? About 5, I think? Days? Well, that's not 2 years. That would be a problem. There's got to be a way to make her snap out of it early. This isn't exactly a convenience time for it. Should I let it run its course, or maybe... Your floundering is cut short by Cerberus, who seems well versed on the subject of Malina mood swings. It may sound silly, but sulking and hiding is her way of asking for attention. But isn't that what I was doing, or is she trying to talk to her wrong kind of attention? Cerberus shakes her head. It's more complicated than that. She's not gonna open up so easily. We'd recommend bring her a gift or to show that you care about her. Like a stick! Or the newspaper! Thanks for the suggestion, Cerberus, but I think Malina wants something a little more personal. What about something special to drink? If I could find a spirit that really speaks to her, she might be willing to open up enough to let me back in. Oh my gosh, that's almost as good as it is a newspaper. You got this, take her. I guess I will mostly on down to the bar then. Would you like to come along? Yeah, we'll help you pick out a good one. Okay, let's go. Cerberus followed you out of the house and down the street to the local bar of the corner. A small bell tinkles over your head as you enter, prompting a familiar, sleep-muddy face to rise from behind the bar. Oh, let me guess. Oh, it's you, Abby, the slot demon. Hello, can I help? Oh, it's you again. Hello, Abby. We won't be here long. We are just looking for something to placate a cranky friend of ours. Frankly, that's too much information. Wake me up when you decide what you want, okay? Or you could just walk out with it. Not really my problem. You are the laziest demon I have ever met. You're pretty sure if it's by definition, but you let Cerberus pull you deeper into the bar without saying anything. Abby gives you a groovy thumbs up before sliding slothfully below the bar. Cerberus sticks out her tongue to Abby's direction once you're out of sight. We don't like her, you know. How many jobs does she work anyways? Too many, but I wouldn't be too harsh on her. Minimum wage jobs stinks. She's probably just trying to make ends meet. Cerberus grumbles to herself, but joins you in pursuing without pushing the issue further. Wandering over to the novelties, she amused herself for a time by pulling a selection of bottles down you are pretty sure even she wouldn't drink. How about this one? Sauerkraut-infused bourbon? Ugh, I'm not sure I could even stomach that being in the house. Let's see, she's not really a huge fan of overly sweet spirits, so something tart then. Hey, how about this one? Looking over at Cerberus, you see she's picked an excessively ornamented rounded bottle. The bottle is surrounded by a gauntly gold filigree, more akin to something you will find on royal instruments or of office, rather than a bottle of liquor. The vessel is filled with a deep red liquid. Chambord. Well, it's fitting, I suppose. It even smells like her. Wait, people like to eat things that smell like them, right? Maybe it's a demon thing. Either way, I think it's probably as good as we are going to find here. Let's get back to the house. Are you gonna weigh up the lazy sales lady? Yes. You ring the bell, the little bell on the counter. Once more rousing Abby, she peers maliciously at you as she rings up the alcohol. I told you that you didn't need to wake me up, right? If this were a video game, this would be the point where you realize that Abby will remember that. You get vague feelings that Abby will remember that, but you can't quite figure out where it's coming from. You pay for the drink and make your way back to the house. Cerberus is in town. Cerberus pats from you as you head towards the staircase, instead meandering off towards the kitchen in search of a snack. Alone once more, you head back up to Malina's room, stopping only to grab a couple of wine glasses from Lucifer's collection. This time around, you knock on the trapdoor, is met with an immediate response. Leave me alone! I told you I'm not interested in entertaining your bumbling attempt at romance. Well, that's quite a shame. I suppose I will have to enjoy this bottle of Chamboro all on my own. Taking a seat on one of the ladder rugs, you uncork the bottle and pour the aromatic liquid into a small crystal glass. As you go to take a sip, a curious noise sounds above you, just as you predicted it will. You smile to yourself as the trapdoor to Malina's attic cracks open a fraction of an inch. A pair of red-rimmed eyes quickly take stock on the situation before withdrawing. The eyes are almost immediately replaced by a pale finger hand, which gently lifts the trapdoor another few inches off the ground before reaching down the wooden slats of the ladder. Wordlessly, you pour another glass full of berry scent liquor and gently place it in the palm of the inquisitive hand. Grasping the vessel carefully, the hands retreat back up into the attic. Another moment passed in silence before the hands emerged once again from the trapdoor, placing the empty glass on the wooden stair conspicuously close to the bottle. Taking the hint, you refill the glass, and it's quickly withdrawn. At last, you decide to break the silence. I'm sorry about the last date. I should have put my foot down with rather bargained in. I thought letting you hang things out with your sister will be good for you, especially if you could beat her at something. It's not entirely your fault, you know. It's rather used to winning, and throw temper tantrum when things don't go the way she wants them to. Oh, is this Malina? I'm using the wrong voice, sorry. Even if I had beaten her, she would have found some way to ruin our evening. She always does, you know. You two have been feuding for how long now? Long times, years, decades, centuries. What happened? It's not uncommon for sisters to fight, even here in the mortal world, but to be locked in sustained combat for that long, there has to be a reason. Silence fills the hallway, and for a moment you wonder if you have pushed it too far into Malina's past. However, after what feels like an eternity, Malina answers your question. It's complicated, and I'm ready to start from the beginning. I don't have to start from the beginning. If you really want to know, I guess you should come upstairs. Just make sure you bring that bottle. Oh. Yes? Malina's room has undergone a bit of transformation since last time you were here. Heavy dark clothes that have been draped over the windows, making the room feel claustrophobic, closed off from the rest of the world. Malina normally clean room has been subverted by the lazy hands of constant habitation. Clothes lay strewn over her couch and unmanned bed, and her minibar has been ransacked. Its bottle desiccated and left forgotten on the floor to be slowly subsumed by a racing tide of clothes. The overbright glare of Malina's computer is the only source of illumination in the gloomy atmosphere, and it casts the room into uncomfortably stark relief, shadows looming at odd angles upon the walls. At the center of this bedlam, Malina stands, bobbing back and forth from drink, lack of sleep, or some combination of the two. Grimacing, she extends her glass and, against your better judgment, you pour her another drink. The two of you sit on the floor, Malina facing towards the window, and you the wall. She sighs. There is a lot to go through. I'm not really sure where to start. Well, how about the beginning? I'm sure the story will come together as you tell it. Malina sighs and leans back into your shoulder. At first her words come forth hesitantly, almost as if she's forcing them out into the open. Back in hell, said Rad and I, well, we didn't live quite like the others. Oh! Oh, she looks so cute! Ha! Gotcha! Smell ya later, loser! Got to try harder than that if you want to catch us! Yeah! Damn brats, stop stealing my wares! The two of us were quite like a dreadful duo. Nothing was safe from our sticky fingers. We pilfered pretty much anything we could get our hands on, food, clothes, and coin when we were able to. Cedrada had a real knack for making a scene. She'd always be out picking fights, turning heads, and generally keeping attention away from the valuables. While she was busy showing off, I'd get in and rob our marks blind. After we'd plunder enough to make it enough through the day, we'd head back to the place we call home. Hurry up, Malinka. We're only halfway there. You know I'm not as fast as you, sis. Fine, I will wait for you, but only because you are my little system, got it? We had a lair in one of the outer layers, a dumping ground for the mortal vices. We dug ourselves a fort out of the refuse. It wasn't much, but it was nice to have a roof over our head when the sky started raining burning tar. Burning tar? Is that normal weather in hell? Very, and hush, I'm getting to the good part. You note with wry amusement that despite being reluctant to begin the story, Malina seems invested in continuing it. We live day to day, planning, executing, and repeating. We must have pulled off hundreds of capers over the many years, and every night we revel in our own wit, our youth, our immortality. To us! Cheers, E! Two sisters, together till the end! Together till the end! That was our life for who knows how long, stealing anything we could get our hands on. We were never apart from one another for long, and the only thing we could really count on was each other. But one day, our scheming went awry. I got the food, let's get out of here! Not this time, you little punks! One of my buddies from the Circle Rat sent me a little toy. Whoa! Malinka! The shopkeeper shot me. Cedrad and I had never even seen a gun before, and he shot me with a silver bullet over an apple. Fortunately, adrenaline carried me out of sight before the shopkeeper could reload. My sister found me passed out in an alley, badly wounded. Don't worry, sis. I got you. I will get you back into the hideout, get you patched up. It was agony for the both of us. My sister carried me for hours to get me to safety, but it was only after we were secure in our hideout that the real nightmare began. So hot. Malina, you're burning up. The bullet wound festered, the silver burning away at my body. Without means of paying for medical assistance, Cedrada was forced to make desperate measures to make ends meet. She fought tooth and nail for my survival, taking on gangs, chop shops, anyone who might have a cure. Malink, I managed to find some medicine for you. You don't have any money, how did you... Cedrada, you have been picking fights with the gangs again, haven't you? Don't worry about your big sis. Don't worry about your big sis. There is no cocksucker on there bad enough to beat me in a fight when my baby sister's life is on the line. Now take this medicine and try to get some sleep. Okay, but you have to promise to be careful out there. I promise. I will have you back on the feet in no time. I did never abandon my baby sister. It didn't last forever. If an injury doesn't kill a demon outright, they usually recover given enough time. Cedrada plundering typed the balance in my favor, and slowly but surely I began to recover. Confined to our hideout, boredom now was my principal concern. How you doing today, sis? Better, I managed to drink some tea today. You're starting to recover, that's good to hear. We'll be back on the street in no time at all. By the way, I found something for you. Should help to keep you from being crazy with boredom. A Fontendo? What the heck is this? It's a game console. They are all the rage on the surface. You can play electronic games on them. I figured you'd want something to do stuck here. I'm not sure, but I will try. Thanks for thinking of me, Cedrada. Anything for my baby sister. We are in this together, till the end. Together till the end. With nothing to do all day, I quickly became enamored with the console. The games I had were pretty terrible, now that I think about it, but I love playing them anyways. There is even a 2-player mode, nice! Up for a round with your old sister, Malina? Sure, I warned you though, I have been playing all day. Cedrada had a natural talent for competition, I didn't stand a chance. You got me! You got me! How are you so good at a game you have never played? Cause I'm top dog, that's why. Nobody getting the better of me. Still, with nothing to do but play video games all day, a natural escalation in my skill was inevitable. Ha! I won! Do you see that, sis? I won against you! Probably just a fluke. I wasn't warm up yet. Let's go again. Eventually, my skills passed a point of no return, beating my sister again. That can't be right. You must be cheating! And again. Ha! No fair! How are you winning? And again. Yes, I beat you again! Until eventually... You're back early, want to play some more? Is something wrong, big sis? I'm done playing that game, it's for babies anyway. Oh, okay. Sis, you're almost fully recovered. Don't you think about time to hit the streets again instead of playing on that silly thing? I have been doing some thinking, caught up in here. I'm not sure I want to go back to our old life. You can't be serious. We are a team, together till the end. But which end, see? I certainly don't want to be living here in another 100 years, and that's only if we'd live that long. I think it's high time for changing the scenery. What are you talking about? Don't think I haven't heard the news. That there is a new queen in hell, and things are changing. People are saying for the better. We could get in on the ground level and secure a stable future for ourselves if we wanted to. That pompous bitch has passed decrees cracking down in thievery. Why on earth would I want to work for her? She's just trying to make hell safer for demons like us. How? By making it harder to prosper at the only thing we are good at? How the shit is that helping us? By giving us a fresh start, an opportunity to strive for something better. Do you want to still be risking your life stealing apples a decade from now? I don't care. We can make it together. You getting hurt was just a fluke. As long as we are careful, it won't happen. Me getting hurt was a fluke? I almost died, see? I'm not taking that risk at again, not when there is an alternative. First thing tomorrow, I'm heading for the capital to find a real job. You can't abandon me. Not after everything I have done for you. I won't let you. You won't let me? I'm your sister, said Radha. Don't you want me to be happy? Not if it's being alone. I can't live like that. Then come with me. We can still work together. Even if I have to help you, I will. You don't understand. I'm not taking some orders from some brown-nosed bureaucrat just because my own sister is blackmailing me into it. See, I'm not trying to blackmail you. But you are! Think what I'm supposed to do without you! I'm sorry, see, but I can't live my life for you. I have to live for me. You have helped me realize what I'm capable of, what I can do when I put my mind into something. Oh, so you beat your big sister in a game for children, and now you're ready to take on the world? Face it, Malinka, you are nothing without me. I'm not just your little sister anymore, see? But if this is the way things have to be, then I hope you can find it in your heart to accept me someday. I don't care how long it takes, I won't give up. I will never give up until I get my baby sister back again. Oh. I didn't wait until morning. I left that night, making the long journey through the rings of hell all on my own. You didn't wait to say goodbye to Radha? No, I just say everything that I need. I'd say that everything I need to be said. I knew that if I started, she would only try to stop me from leaving. I wasn't certain Radha wouldn't physically try to keep me from leaving, and was under no illusions as to my ability to resist her if she decided to do so. That must have been hard. On the both of you or on you? Oh my god. On you. On you. Leaving behind the only person you knew you could count on? Malina scratches her legs into her chest, tail rapidly listily upon the floor. It was. I knew that I might be throwing my life away if I left, but I was certain that I would be throwing my life away if I stay. Sometimes in life, you have to see a risk through if you want to effect a meaningful change. Have you ever regretted the choices you made that day? Malina shook her head resolute. Never. I may have lost my big sister, but I found myself. Sometimes you have to burn your bridges to see the light. Maybe it's not too late to mend them. Maybe it's not too late to build new bridges with your sister, Malina. From everything you have told me, a lot of things she does to try to reconnect with you. Perhaps a return to your old dynamics may be impossible, but that doesn't mean you can't develop a new, healthier one. Well, if you say so. I guess even if they aren't the best, your ideas aren't universally terrible. I guess I could give it some thought. Malina will think of what you have said. Thanks for listening to my story. I think I'm ready to be part of the house again. And thank you for sharing. Believe it or not, this goes a long way towards explaining some things. You aren't bad storyteller either. If you can think of any more stories from hell, I'd love to hear them. Malina smiles and leans over into you, her tail winding its way around your arm. The two of you stay like that, in silence, for some time. Aww, that was so sweet. I love the story, the team, the productions, 133 Productions, I believe it's called. are making of these games. It's super cool. I love it. How many demons do we need? Cedrada? Oh my god, we have still 5. 5 more episodes. Unless I do one episode with 2, other episode with 2, and one with 1. Probably that will be the best. But this is all the time I have for today because I need to do a lot of videos. So, thank you very much everybody for watching. I hope you had a blast. I was the Lost Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye!